So you've found someone you really care about, the connection is strong, and you really want to see the relationship last. Only problem is, you don't live in the same town. You're worried that having a long-distance relationship will be so difficult and only doomed to fail. If you're in a long-distance relationship, then it's so important that you watch this video right now, because today we're revealing the 8 tips to making a long-distance relationship last. You may find comfort in knowing that 75% of college students have been in a long-distance relationship at some point. Perhaps it is that you're studying in different parts of the world, or you've embarked on a new career path, or being closer to family have caused the move. Whatever the reason, it has resulted in living further apart than desired. No one said long-distance relationships are easy, and they can be very fragile. But much like any relationship, they do take a lot of work if you want to see them succeed. Today, you'll discover what things you can do that will make all the difference and give you a fighting chance of having a loving and lasting long-distance relationship. Plus, coming up, we'll tell you how you can get a free gift, the top 7 man-melting phrases that make men fall for you. This gift is all yours completely free of charge, so stay tuned to find out how you can get your hands on it. Please click the like button on this video and subscribe to our channel for all the best dating and relationship tips and tricks. But for now, let's begin the countdown on the 8 tips to making a long-distance relationship last, starting with number 8. Know each other's schedules. You can still be involved in each other's lives, even when you're not in the same town. And knowing each other's schedules will help you to better communicate and be involved in each other's day. Whether you're in different time zones, have different work schedules, keeping in sync with each other's lives will be very helpful to maintaining the relationship. While you don't need to know each other's whereabouts 100% of the time, nor should you, getting to know each other's routine is a fantastic way to help the relationship run smoothly. So, do your best to understand each other's work hours and commitments. You want to make sure that when you do communicate, the timing works well for each of you. You don't want to be calling your partner after work, only for him to say that he's busy with other commitments and you can't properly connect. Plus, one person may feel rejected or unsupported if they feel like their partner won't make time to speak with them, when really it was a matter of being the wrong time. So be sure to talk about your schedules, so your partner understands when you're busy and when you're not. You may find it's best to have a routine of when you speak to each other that fits well for your daily lives. For example, a certain time every evening. A little knowledge and organisation is just what you need to help the relationship run fluidly. Okay, next up is number 7. Focus on the positives. You may not be able to change your zip code right now, but what you can change is your outlook on the situation. You must have a positive attitude if you want the relationship to work out. Remind yourself how long distance could be affecting your life in a positive way right now. Are you more career focused and moving up the ladder? Are you spending more time with your family and friends? Look at your life as a whole and don't only focus on the relationship. Put effort into all areas of your life. Did you know that studies have found that interdependent relationships are the healthiest? This means that you do things together and apart. You value the time that you have together and engage in activities as a couple, but also you see the importance of having separate interests and time apart. So don't focus on all the negative aspects of being in a long-distance relationship and remind yourself of all the good that it brings too. Having a long-distance relationship has given you the opportunity for more time to yourself, so why not use it to better yourself and make the most out of your life? Do your best to see the silver lining, and besides, you know what they say, absence makes the heart grow fonder. Realize that the distance will help you to value and appreciate your relationship even more. Distance teaches you and your partner the value of your relationship, as well as greater appreciation for when you do spend time together. Okay, moving on to number 6. Make use of technology and social media. Technology is your most valuable tool when it comes to helping the relationship run smoothly. If it wasn't for our phones and social media, it would be a great deal harder to keep the relationship alive. Luckily, gone are the days where we would have to wait for a letter to arrive in the mail or very expensive long-distance phone calls. Social media is there to help people connect, and you should ensure that you use it often to keep the spark alive. Perhaps you FaceTime most days, regularly send photos, and communicate through social media. It's all there to help you feel connected, which is so important. And there's good news. Research into long-distance relationships have found that the quality is not dissimilar to that of a regular relationship where you live in close proximity. And what's more, some studies have found that couples in long-distance relationships felt their communication with one another was actually better. So why could this be? Well, think about it. When you do communicate, it's likely you feel that your time is more precious. You want to make the most out of each interaction since you're miles apart. You're also not in each other's space all the time, which can cause some couples to argue over the little things, such as who forgot to go to the grocery store or who made a mess cooking dinner. Small disagreements like this will be next to none in a long-distance relationship. So don't disregard the power of technology and social media, as it can be so useful in a long-distance relationship. Do you and your partner communicate through video calling or social media? Do you feel that it improves the relationship? Tell us in the comments below. Moving on to number 5, have a plan to visit each other. Even though you spend the majority of your relationship apart, will there be any future opportunities to see each other? It's not easy being apart, but what does make it easier is knowing when you can see each other face to face. Knowing you'll see each other again one day soon will help you through the tough days apart. The length of time that you end up having in between visits will all depend on how easy it is to travel to each other and fitting in with each other's commitments. And if you're only a few hours drive away or a short plane ride, then you may be able to make plans to regularly visit each other. So discuss all options that are feasible and try to make a plan or even a future goal to be reunited. While this may be difficult if you live on opposite sides of the world, for example, knowing that you will see each other again one day is still so important. If you live quite far away and it's difficult to see each other, consider options such as meeting halfway to ease the burden for both people. Do your best to have a rough plan for when you'll see each other next and work towards that goal as a couple. Plan all the details together and map out the activities and adventures that you'll embark on when you reunite. Each time you discuss it and the date reaches closer and closer, you'll feel more and more excited. Before we continue, we want to give you a free gift, the top 7 man-melting phrases that make men fall for you. This amazing report is a must-have and it's all yours completely free of charge. Simply click on the link below in the description to claim your free gift. Okay, let's continue of the 8 tips to making a long-distance relationship last. Next up is number 4, keep each other updated. Keep your partner in the loop with all the ins and outs of your day. Even if they don't have a strong importance, but you think you'll find some value in it, share it with him. Giving him little snippets of your life makes him feel like he's a part of your day. Whether it's a funny story from work, a family issue, or your boss is working you so hard at the moment, let him in on all the little things that are going on in your life. So when you're chatting, explain to him about your crazy work colleagues, or tell him about the new cafe down the road, or the eventful family gathering you had. Whatever it is and you're comfortable sharing, then do it. You are missing out on all the little things like this due to being apart, so fill him in on all the little details. And be sure to ask him questions too, to understand the people and events in his life. It helps you both to paint a picture of what life is like for each other. Poet Margaret Atwood once said, "I exist in 2 places, here and where you are." You can still be a massive part of each other's lives each and every day, and when you make an effort to keep each other updated, you'll feel like your lives are not so separate from each other. Okay, moving on to number 3, communicate how you're feeling. Healthy communication is vital for all couples. In fact, it really is the backbone to any healthy relationship if you want to see it last. Be sure that you express your feelings with your partner. Being in a long-distance relationship will have its struggles, and you'll find some days are harder than others. So be sure to tell him how you're coping and express any fears, doubts, and emotions that you may be feeling. Do you feel lonely and you miss him like crazy? Tell him. Do you wish things could be different? Tell him. There is no need to tough this out. Be honest and tell him what's on your mind and in your heart. You may feel like every time you chat is so precious and you don't want to waste your time crying down the phone. But when you open up and share to your other half, what you're actually doing is strengthening the bond that you share. Research has indicated that couples that respond to each other's emotional calls are the most satisfied in their relationships. An emotional call is where you attempt to try to connect with your partner. Whether you need attention, empathy, or advice, you're turning to your partner for this, which is helping to build the connection. You want to make sure that your emotional needs are being met by your partner and that you're meeting his. And living apart does not mean that you can't have an emotional bond. When you encounter challenges, it would be a disservice to yourself if you decide not to share with anyone, especially your partner. Don't forget, you have a free gift waiting for you. Click the link in the description to claim it now. Okay, next up is number 2. Have a long-term plan. At some point, you will need to discuss a plan as to whether living apart will be feasible long-term. It may not have been necessary to discuss this early on in the relationship. For example, perhaps you were newly dating when one person moved town and you decided to see if it could work out as a long-distance couple. But time has passed, things are going well, and so far you've made it work. So now it's time to ask yourself the all-important questions. Are we both serious and committed in the relationship and want a future together? If so, is living apart going to be achievable forever? At some point, it's likely that something is going to have to change and your worlds will need to join. If you love each other and you want to spend your lives together, it will be hard to completely commit and enjoy life if you're going to be miles apart. Maybe there are just too many commitments in the way right now, preventing you from being together. If that's the case, have a plan in place for adjusting your lives when you're both capable of doing so. The big question is, who is going to be the one that packs up their life and moves? Make sure that you're both on the same page, know when this change could happen, and that you're both okay with this decision. Be open and honest and discuss how you can make it work. Make sure you compromise, as both people need to be happy. We've made it to number 1 on our list of the 8 tips to making a long-distance relationship last. Do you think you know what it is? Let's find out. Number 1. Do things together even when apart. Who said you can't spend quality time together when you live in different towns? Couples in long-distance relationships should not miss out on connecting with each other. It just means that you have to be a little more creative and be willing to put in the effort. There are so many ways to enjoy things together, connect, and strengthen the bond that you share. This is largely where technology comes in. And video calling means that you can do something at the same time, helping to give the feeling of normality to the relationship. Here are some ideas of what you can do, whether it's a date night or just to pass time together. You could cook a meal, watch a movie, go for a walk, play online games together, and even complete chores. You both need to put in the effort to help the relationship thrive, and by spending time together, even when you're miles away, you will still feel a sense of closeness, which will help to keep the love alive. And there you have it, 8 tips to making a long-distance relationship last. We would love for you to click the like button and subscribe to our channel for the best dating and relationship tips and tricks. Don't forget, you can claim your free gift, the top 7 man-melting phrases that make men fall for you, by clicking the link in the description below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.